So, the last time we had left off, all of you were in the process of running for your lives, trying to make your way through what you knew to be, at this point, trials of this strange complex. Now, as you had initially entered this place, you had come upon several acolytes of the bitter flesh that had offered you a wand in exchange for helping them reach the soulsmith. And you had figured out how to get in here. And after a very short period of time, all of them had quickly met their end. And you had run with the torch, so to speak, metaphorically, and continued working your way through these trials. Now, you don't know what the consequences would be if you had attempted to flee or if you had even had the chance to flee from this, but you had persevered and made your way individually and as in groups all the way through every single trial that you had happened upon in this. Now, there was an exception for one of these, but the point of the matter is the trials that you had made your way through, two of your number, specifically Gendry and Bolrin, you've had three of these etched marks on your hand, like someone had sliced with a razor into the top of your right or left hand, whatever your dominant hand was. And as for Timber and Elbros, the two of you have four of these cuts. After having seen this and with nowhere really left to go and being chased by this machination, you had come to the conclusion that it was no longer active. You couldn't hear it moving about the halls. You had made your way to a set of double doors. And upon investigating further, you had seen something come across the doors on the outside. Now, this hasn't happened since the first room that you were in and the entryway, but here you had seen beneath the stone the lifeblood flows, and rising heat the secret knows. Steps unseen where iron hides will lift you where the flame divides. Yet know this truth, the strong endure. The more you've braved, the time is pure. Grasp the dark, ascend the flame, or join the earth from whence you came. Now, that's in chat right now. You guys should be able to see that with what's there. And, you know, obviously you guys can dictate what that means on your own and try and figure this out like every other trial that you've been through in this. But as it stands right now, as you were on the outside of this and you were in the middle of discussing what you were looking at, within 30 seconds, you had found yourselves gripped by a powerful magic like you had in these other rooms. And instead of pulling you out of the room, you were drawn into it. You've now appeared in a very large room that's tall. And when I say tall, maybe 40 or 50 feet up. Mm-hmm. And as you're sitting there and you're looking at this, you've looked around to see that there are no less than four grates, all of which you can see a glow beneath them. Even from where you stand, you have no doubt that lava or magma is present beneath these grates. You can see the ripple and flow of the light of what was occurring with the magma outside in the cavern. Now, as you're observing this and you're looking around, you hear a click and then a tick, tick, tick as a timer of some kind starts. That is where we left off, and that is where we're going to pick up. So I always precede something that's going to be incredibly deadly with a warning as a DM. This is a deadly trap, and there is a high potential of dying during this. So I'm letting you know now that if, this is the time. Anytime I talk about a deadly trap, I need you guys to understand the severity of what we're talking about. And I do this because you guys realize, this seems to be the pinnacle of this place. Whatever this is you've just entered to is probably the top of the ladder, so to speak. So, with that, we're going to jump right into it.
Reminds me of Darklight when we were in that one with the gas.
Oh, yeah.
Right as I say that, it goes, "You've lost connection to the server."
That also means we all might need a refresh here.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me right now? This is like worst case scenario. Right as I said that, I start having fucking issues. God, I hate hotel internet.
Fix your home internet.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try something. There it is. I knew something was fucking weird. It literally, I don't know why it does this. This is specifically IHG with like freaking Holiday Inn, that kind of shit. They have automatic disconnects like every hour or two when you're on it, and I have no fucking clue why they do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's to like kick people off or what the intention is, but it's god damn is it annoying.
Yeah, Lucy, tell us your secrets.
I honestly have no idea.
Oh. Dang, alright.
Okay. Hopefully it didn't fucking give me the boot and not let me back in here, but we'll see. Dear God. I want to see something. I want to see if my phone hotspot is going to be better than this piece of shit. You know what's funny? This is the first Holiday Inn Express I've ever been to that has had the most absolute dog shit internet existence. I think I'm getting like 1.5 megs with this. I'm not even joking. There we go. Sorry, guys. Wasn't expecting to get fucking bamboozled.
It's the bamboozles.
All right, I'm going to flip you guys over here in a second. There's a bear shit in the woods.
I do what? God, I hate work.
Me too.
I'm sitting here because
Fucking bullshit.
we had a bowling clinic today, so I gotta send an email out to parents thanking them, and I gotta get more information from them.
Fun.
Yeah.
Sorry. Gotta get the scarier music on. All right.
That wasn't scary?
Yeah,
All right. Can you guys see your tokens?
Yeah.
Just making sure you're good to go.
Brrr.
All right. You hear as this click starts. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Ooh.
Yay.
All right.
Where's my player sheet? Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
For Elpros, would you like me to roll, or would you want
Oh.
Zach or somebody else to roll?
Or whichever is fine.
No,
Zach, you
Timber,
roll.
no.
I don't want to be responsible for player death.
Oh, okay. What's her? I'll just roll a d20. Can you? And you have to add her.
Yeah, that's fine.
Modifier, yeah.
That is +3.
Nat 20.
Literally a nat 20.
Oh
It's
no.
the spaceship.
Oh no! You got the fucking answer.
Fuck!
God damn it!
Yep, it's stuck.
It ain't going away.
Damn it, Elpros.
And there's the sound effect.
Tap for
I
me to
gotta
refresh
really
the screen
work
real
into
quick.
that.
All right, I'm gonna refresh, get that off my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Amazing.
me too.
I
Jesus
love
Christ.
that.
Okay, I really need I'm getting rid of that. Whoop.
Is that in Dice So Nice?
I think so.
Oh.
Either that or it has something to do with the monk. Oh my god. Watch. We'll log back in and it'll still be there.
Nah, it's gone.
I'm waiting to get
This is
in.
like the first time I've ever logged in before anyone else. Usually I'm on the gray screen
It's a
still.
miracle. Okay.
Hold on, I'm still
So
getting in.
every action here is important.
Oh,
That
shit.
said, Gendry, you're up. You hear this timer
Mm-hmm.
begin with the riddle that had preceded this. What are you doing?
Of course, I determined the lava thing, and reading the rising heat, the secrets knows, and though will lift you from where flames divide. I'm going to mention to everybody we should look at these grates, and I'm gonna head over to mine on my side.
Okay, go ahead.
And as I'm approaching it, I'll look at it.
Okay, as you make your way over and you look down, you can see what you can only describe as boiling lava that is just erupting underneath you. And you can see even now it's ascending.
Is there anything about this grate? Like itself?
As you're looking at it,
and I'm gonna look at the
you can-
ceiling above it.
you can see the grate itself is caked in what looks to be obsidian that's dried and hardened from magma, either licking the edges of it or just flat out going over the edge of it. You can see that some of the metal bars that are there have actually melted so much that they've dripped down into the pit. As you look around the room, you can see that the entire rest of the room, except for what looks to be perhaps close to the ceiling, that doesn't have this magma char. However, you can see where certain sections of the ceiling, there's clearly been something licking the top of this ceiling or whatever it is. That magma tar, the obsidian coating that seems to crust over everything in this room, it doesn't look like there's any real escape from it. You currently, as you're looking around, looking at all of this, that's just what you see from a general observation.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything specific that you want to look at?
Yeah, I want to look at the ceiling and see if there's like a path or something. I know you said there's like a general spot that looks like there's magma missing, that hasn't been touched or whatever. I want to see then. I want to get a better perspective on if there's an actual like pathway almost, or like safety areas or some sort.
He's gone.
No.
And he's back.
No, he's not.
What the fuck, Miles? Yeah, I'm on the right path. I'm kind of thinking the same like you, Kyle. It's definitely lava is going to rise. And I kind of missed a few things that he said. He said that there was a section where it was not covered in obsidian.
I think so, yes, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what
Did he mention which section it was?
I think he cut out a little bit when he was trying to say that part.
Okay. I couldn't get that either.
There's got to be a safe spot.
My problem is getting to it though, and if there's something that blocks
locating
us.
which one it is. But yeah, I agree, Zach. I think there is a safe spot somewhere. I just wonder if it's something that is like it says, heat reveals the secret. So I wonder if we almost have to like endure some of this extreme heat before it's going to do anything.
Or you could just use fire. I guess I don't know.
That was my other thing to thinking too. Is like since I have fire, I can try and maybe partially do something with it. Whoever knew that a hunter with flame would be so useful?
I could hear. I mean, I couldn't hear anybody, but I could see everybody talking. It just completely cut out.
No, you're good.
Anyways, so as you're sitting there and you're looking around doing this, did you roll your straight intelligence check?
I did not.
Oh, okay,
and
go ahead.
And when you mentioned about the markings itself, you said above this or in section in this like a section near me?
It looks like there's magma, or I'm sorry, lava that's been spattered all over the ceiling here, and you can see where it's almost dripping down like a stout out of stout. Sorry, I forget which. But as you're sitting there, you're looking at it, you can see that it's gone up that far. Go ahead and give me a straight intelligence check.
Good thing he's smart.
Oh God, no.
Oh,
okay,
God,
okay. We're good. We're good.
Oh, there you go.
All right. So as you're sitting there and you're looking at this Gendry, you realize two things. Number one, there is no discernible path on the ceiling.
Discernible
that
what?
Much you know. Discernible path on the ceiling. That much you know. However, as you're looking at it, you come to the realization the lava only goes so far. You put that together in your mind instantly the second you look at it. I'm going to say you've spent your action looking around the room, trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. You looking down, and especially off your intelligence roll, you think you might have about maybe 30 seconds before the lava has reached the top of this grate.
Well, I'm gonna step off.
Okay.
I'm gonna point out that the lava only goes so high.
Okay.
And you said so. That was my action. I don't really have bonus action. Son of a bitch. I don't know if I have anything that can help me with this. I'll leave it at that to see if anybody else can decipher anything. And I'll let them know we have about 30 seconds before the lava at least hits the grate.
Okay, we're moving on here. So as of right now, Elperos, you're up. You realize very quickly you're in dire danger at this point. What are you doing?
Crying. Okay, we looked at the ceiling. There's nothing on the. Okay, so you said the lava only reaches a certain point, and you can see like by the walls, or do you like, or is there
So-
anything on?
Can somebody take a screen?
Actually, can
Of the
Lucy, when you go to Discord,
Yeah.
can you click on my thing? Can you watch a stream on there?
Oh yes, I can. Excellent. This is awesome. Okay.
Of
So
course,
there's
these are the
nothing
4 greats.
So there's nothing discernible on the floor. Like there's no coating of magma that would kind of discern like where parts would rise and parts would, or like can you discern anything on the floor that would look like it would be it would elevate itself or anything?
Go ahead and give me. This is gonna be a weird one. I need you to make. This is gonna be a perception and an investigation check.
Okay.
Also, if you guys didn't do it, make sure you add 1 inspiration today.
Yeah,
Oh,
also very
thank
true.
you.
Yep.
Oh,
do
guess
not
what? I'm
Okay.
maxed out.
Good for you. I added
That
one
means
for
we
Albert.
auto succeed. What?
Okay. So I'm gonna roll for Elperos for a perception check and then an investigation. So here comes the perception. I'm gonna have a public roll here.
Nice.
That is a 15 plus 5 for 20. And here's the investigation check. That is a 17 plus
Nice.
1.
You can roll her all night.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what happens. You see as Elperos starts wildly looking around the second Gendry goes about calling this out. And looking down at the floor, you can see Elperos is looking at the seams on the floor that make up these cross sections of squares. And he kneels down and begins digging his hands in where this cracked and crusted obsidian is. And you can see he's cutting his hands a little bit in the process of doing this. But you see as he peels up a chunk, and as he's looking down, you can see what looks to be a seam in the floor that goes deeper down beneath him. And it's very minor, it's very small, but you get this distinct impression this is exactly what you think it is. You think this is something that lifts. And the problem is you have no idea how it acts. Okay. I'm gonna say you spend your turn doing it.
Okay. Can I
Go
also
ahead.
relay this to everyone that's been doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You all see as Opros is just digging in, doing and then goes about saying, hey, anyways, you tell me what you're saying to them exactly.
I'm gonna say this is a spot where we can possibly get ourselves above the grace and above the lava.
Which one? Which square is it? Is it the one that Elpros is on, or is it like the one left? Like which one?
We'll just say Elpros just starts doing it all the way around it.
Around himself?
Yes.
Okay.
So like just a 5-foot square.
Yes.
Okay.
Only enough for one person.
That would be wild.
No, anyways. As you're sitting there, look, Elpros, I'm gonna say that's your turn. Bullrin, you're up.
Okay, so hearing that, Oh man. Is there like so the one that Elpros is able to distinguish there? Is there does that square look any different than the surrounding ones?
Hmm?
Like, is there any
Does it look
distinguishing
does it look
trait?
distinctly different? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
like is there any way to make like see like is there anything distinct about it? Anything that would call it out, like make it look different, or is it just the seams around it that make it different?
You
So
you can see that Elpros digging down into this, and it just, I mean, pure reaction to what Gendry had said. You know, Elpros had started looking directly down in this. It could very well exist all throughout this room. Except the problem is you don't see an easy way of being able to uncrust all this without spending time digging it out to be able to see what's what.
that's what I was worried about. Um, Jesus Christ. The stone lifeblood flows, a rising heat does curse not stop. Let's see. Grasp the dark, descend the flame. I don't even know what to fucking do here, son of a bitch. God, I was gonna try. I don't even think that would work as like a goofy way to do it. I guess I don't know how much I can do. I was kind of thinking about taking my sword and trying to just dig into some of the grooves to see if there's any other spots that resemble that or have
Okay,
loose edges.
go ahead and give me an investigation check. You're not even really looking. You're just trying to dig into this and see what you can find.
Yeah, like just using it like a tool to see if I can scrape at it and if anything is more loose than other areas, I guess, to see if what we're thinking is true, if like one of these things is gonna move. And you said that was insight
Yeah.
or
No. Investigation. Sorry.
investigation, sorry. Where's my investigation? Here it is. Ooh, I'm not very good at investigating.
Ooh.
Oh, Lucy, I used my nat 1 on you. Or I used my nat 20 on you, dang it.
Inspiration point.
Mhm.
I don't
You
see
could use.
anything.
You could use.
You got inspiration.
Oh yeah, I'll use inspiration then.
I mean, Miles did say this is a deadly trap.
You're right. You're right. Might as well. Investigation. I just can't roll in that one. Okay, that turns into a 3.
All right, so you don't use the point of inspiration. That goes nowhere. Bolrin, you find yourself digging down into this. You've tried to attack this with your weapons so hard. You think you've just pushed whatever obsidian is there further into a crack, possibly. You can't even tell if there's something there now with what you've done. And the time that was precious to you is now spent.
God damn it.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Fuck, I don't know. I don't.
Like I said, you have no idea what activates whatever this list might be. You truly have no idea. I mean, you know it has something to do with whatever the riddle is, but other than that, like you're not sure. You're just sitting there scrambling, trying to find out where the list is.
I guess I'm gonna. I don't even know. I might just move over here and then maybe next turn take a look at the wall and see if there's anything on the wall.
Okay.
If I get a next turn.
Okay, you just make your movement. Okay, we're gonna say you rush over to the side, trying to see if there's any kind of hidden items.
Yeah.
Timber, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and use my action to produce flame and shove the produced flame into the crevice that Elpros found.
Okay. As you and when I said crevice, it's a literal crack that's barely discernible. And the only reason Elpros had found it is because pulling this up individually and being meticulous with it and just deft with his hands, he was able to determine this is a moving part. Sticking your produce flame in there, I'll allow you to reuse your action here, but I'm going to describe to you. You couldn't see anything worthwhile if you put your flame up to the crack anyway. You can't see anything in it. It's the equivalent of like a sidewalk crack. You really have no idea what's down below.
Gotcha. And there was nothing that came up from the heat of my produce flame, right?
What do you mean?
It's a flame, so if I provide heat to it, nothing comes up. It's just like a sidewalk.
It's the equivalent of just a panel. There's nothing special.
Okay. Then I appreciate you not making me use my action on that. Okay. Then when I look into, is there any? Now he already said there's nothing about the ceiling. Let's see. I'm gonna go over to this next door over here.
Okay.
Is this the door that had the writing that we read, or was that the other door?
No, that was the previous door to your left.
Okay.
This door is completely and totally unique. It's just as blank as when you had initially gone to enter into this place entirely, and the other door is exactly the same. There's no handle. There's no discernible way.
All right. I will spend then my action to look over the
Oh.
Yeah, I'll look over the ground again, as well as what Elpros did. Seeing that what Elpros was able to do, I would like to try and do the same.
Okay. You just look down directly at the ground and go ahead and give me an investigation check. You're just going about peeling up everything or trying to do this as nimbly as you can. Okay, I'm going to say, so you're only going to be able to achieve one side of the square doing this. Which side are you picking?
I would like to pick the one that would be right? Or the square I'm on?
No. So you're standing in the square you're in. You're using the investigation check. You would pick left, top, right, or bottom. Left. So north, south, east, or west. Which
like the crevice.
Which seam are you trying to look into and discern if there's something there?
Left.
Okay. As you go about doing this, you begin to very carefully seal this up. You run to the door, realize there's nothing there. It's a dove. You rush back and you begin getting down on your knees, and with anything you can get your hands on, you begin trying to pull up this crusted obsidian, and again, very sharp. As you're doing this, you can feel it cutting in your hands, even with gloves and the calluses from your tough existence, to say the least. And when you're going about doing it, you pull up a chunk and you can see there is in fact a seam there, much like what Elpros had found.
Gotcha. Okay. I'll relay this to the team. There's a seam over here, opposite side of Elpros. There might be a large platform that we could use to lift something, get us up out of here. Okay, so action, movement. I'm gonna move back to this side, just to get back next to Elpros, because it seems like I'm kind of onto something at this moment. And then,
And then,
and then,
yep.
Dun.
that's trying to think of a bonus action. You know what? I'm gonna use this because it's just, oh no, it's not
Uh-oh.
I thought it was a special action. No, it's an actual action. Okay. Then yeah, I don't have anything else for bonus actions at this point.
Okay. All right, moving on. Gendry, it's back to you. What are you doing? You can hear the ticking growing fast.
Mm-hmm. Beneath the stone, the life blood flows, and rising heat, the secret knows. Steps unseen where iron hides will lift you where the flames divide. That's above the line. This grate, is it bolted down or not?
It looks like it's built into the floor. You don't think it's going anywhere. Even on a casual
doesn't look like it.
observation, you
Okay.
think it's there. It's a part of the structure itself.
Dang it. I can't cheat code this.
No, you cannot.
Do
I
it.
have
Do
rope.
it. Do it.
I can't cheat code this.
Figure it out. Take your time.
You know what? Screw it. I will also come back towards the group, and I will go ahead and dig as well, just to see how far it goes out, possibly, depending on how my roll is.
Go. So I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I apologize. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking at something. All right. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Which where are you going to? Sorry, I was flipping back and forth between screens. I've got to pop out things from almost.
No, you're good. I'm trying to think if I want to... I want to see if it extends out. I want to dig around this area.
Okay, which? Well, actually, go ahead and give me a roll.
Investigation, correct?
Yes.
Come on, don't fail me. Oh, it was an 11, and then it wanted to be like, nope.
Hold on.
Pick your side.
Sorry, I'm checking something right now. Gendry, as you run over and you step on this tile, you begin to reach down and you go to do exactly what Timber had done, except you're stopped before you ever have the chance. You see as the tile itself, something beneath your feet flares to life, and you instant as you watch some kind of magic begin to overtake where you're stepping.
Oh. So where I'm stepping right now, magic is overtaking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Interesting.
As this happens, you'll forgive that. What you're seeing, thing, is something beneath your feet flares to life in an instant. And when this happens, this is what I need from you specifically. Okay. So first off, I need a dexterity saving. That is
Good roll,
a
man.
success.
Oh.
That is an absolute success here.
Mm-hmm.
So as this happens, though, I'm sorry. I apologize. Pocket that for right now. I'm going to explain what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
You see, as soon as you activate this, I went out of order. What I was going to tell you. As soon as you activate this, you see your hand as you feel something strange, this burning sensation that has been running across your hand this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
You see as one of the cuts in the wood and metal of your hand immediately stitches itself back together like it had never been there to begin. And then you watch as that magic immediately fades the second this happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all that happens. You see as this flares to life and then vanishes as quickly as it shows up.
When I stepped on
All
this
of you
specific
see
spot.
this. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Are you going to continue doing what you're doing?
The markings are gone. And then that's all.
One or all the markings?
There was the equivalent of a circular symbol that appeared under his feet, flared to life, and then immediately faded. And this is when you noticed, Gendry, immediately on your hand that this burning sensation went away and it faded. You only have 2 of these cups remaining.
Oh. Huh. Weird.
Okay, I'm sorry. What are you doing?
Now I'm confused.
We're going to take that investigation check. Are you going to continue with your line of action?
Yes.
Okay. You kneel down. You see as this happens, and you realize it's jarred you to a point where you lost your focus. You only have time to search one of these guys here. Top, left, right, or bottom.
I'm just gonna look at this one.
Okay. As you go about doing so, you begin to very carefully peel up what's crusted there. It nicked the wood on your hand specifically as you go about doing this, and you can see there is in fact a seam there.
A seam on this one.
On the north side, yeah.
Yeah. I will also obviously mention that I did lose 1 marking.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I can do.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Elpros, you're up.
Okay, so we decided that flame, melting the flame, the city and around the flame would not work, right? Or on the side, sorry.
Well, and that's just it. Is so Timber had already realized like this flame is not going to illuminate anything. You know, this has already all been burned to a crisp. You don't think that's going to have any kind of impact just off of the basis of what's going on in this ring.
And am I standing on the tile that I am trying to investigate?
Yes. Yep. You already peeled up around the outer edges of this. The whole thing surrounding it shows these scenes.
Can I press my hand on the bottom of the tile?
Yes.
Or on the floor? And does it do anything?
No, it does nothing.
Oh shit. Can I?
I'll say that's your object interaction.
Okay. Does the tile I'm standing on look different than any other tile around it?
No.
Okay.
There's no distinct differences besides the changes you make to it by peeking the scene.
Can I use my movement to get to Gendry? Again, can we also stand on the same tile?
Yeah. You run over to Gendry. You run over to Gendry, and you go to step on his tile with him. Nothing happens.
Can I press my hand on the bottom of the tile?
Yep, and nothing happens.
God damn. Okay. I don't know. Can I go back and try to continue trying to get trying to investigate the tile that I was on, and
Okay. Yep.
and try to see if I can also look at the tile timbers on and see if that's part of this. Like, I wonder if there's more than one tile. I wonder if it's multiple tiles.
From what Timber has done, he was so think about it like he skipped a space in between you and him. He had looked on the left side of this and discovered a theme. So as you're sitting there and you're thinking about this, that maybe there's another tile right here that we can do this with. Do you want to use your investigation check to check the other seams of the tile that he's standing on?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a roll for your investigation check here. That is a 9. So you are unsuccessful. We're gonna say you just pick one, which is closest one. We'll say it's the north. I'm sorry, the south. And you start digging away at it. You think you just crammed in your panic more of this obsidian down into the crevice if it exists. You can't really tell.
Sure.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do? You still have a bonus action technically.
No, I think that's it. I don't know if I can really. What spell slots do I have?
That's what I should have done. God damn it.
You have no first level spells left. You have 2 second levels and 2 third levels. The only bonus action you have for your second levels is spiritual weapon, which you don't think will aid you here. And then your third level, the only bonus action you have, I'm sorry, the only 2 bonus actions you have is Spirit Shroud and Mass Healing Word. So Spirit Shroud is typically an attack, and you don't think that'll help you here. And I mean, you could always heal everybody, I guess. I don't know how down everybody is just off a glance, but you're pretty low. You can always heal yourself.
I'm gonna cast motivational speech.
Okay.
Everyone gets advantage on wisdom saving throws, and 5 extra hit points.
How long does that take to cast? It's 1 minute. It takes a full minute. Do you want to do that right now?
No, not when you said that. No.
Okay.
Right.
No. The only reason I say is it literally takes a full minute to cast. So it's like you'd just be standing there for 1 minute trying to cast that. It's all good.
Okay, then no, that's all. That's all.
Okay. Boren, you're up. What are you doing?
So I know Elpros went by Gendry. Did anything happen when Elpros went over there with his mark?
No, nothing happened.
Ah, God, I don't.
Oh no!
God, I don't even know at this point. Fuck. I don't think I have anything that would be even remotely useful in my abilities anymore. I have like no spells left. Let's see where iron hides. God damn. Did it seem how wide of a range have we started? Did we dig and feel like and see things moving? Like what range was it?
What do you mean?
Like I know I didn't see Timber where he had moved. Was he like over here or something when he was moving stuff around?
He was literally right there where Kyle was.
Yeah.
And he scraped this line right here.
That's correct.
It did the same thing that El Perosos did, yeah.
Yeah, and I stopped on that tile. I stopped on that tile, and nothing happened.
But when I got to this tile,
Nothing-
something happened.
Nothing happened when I stepped on this one. I don't even know if it's worth checking the walls at this point.
You let me know, Samwise.
Yeah, I really don't even know. Do the grates look like they do? Like if
Take
they're
a leap of
just
faith.
the grates just look
No,
like they're just stuck to the ground, and that's where the lava comes through. Pretty much, it looks like.
Yes. You don't think there's any salvation with the grade, for sure at least.
I'm like, should I just start walking and seeing if anything else flares up at this point? I mean, shit, I don't even know. All right, I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
Anything happen?
Yes. As soon as you step on that tile specifically, you watch as something flashes beneath your feet, and as it does so, you see as it immediately fades, and you watch as a marking on your hand that you could felt together almost imperceptibly, and you feel that pain fade instantly, and it's gone.
And I didn't hear the clarification. It's just one part or the whole thing?
Just one of those cuts on your hand.
Oh, good lord. Does that mean we stay here? Does that mean we go find more? God blessed.
How much movement do you have left?
All of it? I mean, I could even
You-
action move. Alright, so it's 5, 10. Anything?
No.
15.
Okay. As soon as you step onto this tile, this is what happened. Okay. I need you to roll for a wisdom saving. Actually, I don't need you to roll for anything. You see as this flares to life beneath your feet once again, and as it does so, you can see almost instantaneously there's some sort of magic trying to envelop you. and it fades, and you watch as another of these markings on your hand vanishes.
Did I have 4?
You had 3. Now
I
you
had
have 1.
3. Alright, so that was 5, 10, 15, 20. 25.
Yep.
30.
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna action dash.
Okay.
5.
Okay. As soon as you step here, you see as something happens.
Oh god.
Checking something right now to see if you can actually see this. You see as magic
Holy Jesus.
erupts on this. And as you're in the process of looking on at it, as it begins to overtake you at this point, you watch again as your hand, the final split of it being cut into it, vanishes along with the magic.
I'm still here.
Yep, nothing's happened, but nothing's changed. Okay, so that's 35 feet of movement.
So I got. So I used the 35, so then. Oh, I can't move.
Oh, game's paused.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How many
Okay,
more
go ahead.
markings did he have?
I have no more now.
Okay,
Oh god, I
Sorry.
did it again.
just moving on. Okay. This time, you step on one that flares to life.
No.
However, whatever is happening with this feels different.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see as whatever magic is there that's been activated, all of you, the second Borin does this, hear a jump as some sort of mechanism moves in the floor directly beneath Gendry and Elbro's feet. Nothing else happens.
So what was the sound underneath their feet?
It was the equivalent of this chunk of machinery or something activating beneath their feet. You can tell some sort of mechanism was at play.
Did we hear it anywhere else in the room?
I mean, it echoed out throughout the room. Timber, I'm going to say with your passive perception, you're just going to automatically identify this. You think it's in the general vicinity around where you're seeing it.
Okay. As he's doing that, kind of looking around, bewildered of where the sound came from, I'll let him flag him down, kind of to kind of get his attention, and just point in this general vicinity around us.
All right, Boren, are you doing anything else?
Is it within like these shots right here, or?
Boren, if you had to guess, it's adjacent to where you're standing. I'm sorry, Timber, if you had to guess, it's adjacent to where you're standing. Boren, that you see him pointing all around him in the general vicinity.
All around him. Okay. So I'm gonna move here. Oh, it's paused. I want to basically try to move next to Timber.
Okay.
And then,
Okay, nothing happens. That's 45 feet.
I just want to try to be as close as I can to them in case anything happens. I guess I don't know.
Okay, that's 50 feet. Is there anything else you want to do?
Oh, I guess I could still. I'll just move here, so I'm literally right in the middle of everyone.
Okay.
And that's
nothing
my
happens.
action. I can't do anything else. So.
Okay.
I gotta go pick up Lucy, so I'll be right back.
Okay, moving on to Timber. Timber, what are you doing?
All right. Oh, good. Okay, good. We're still in round 2. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and use 5.
Okay. Hold up.
Hold up.
As you step on this tile, Nothing happens with your hand, but you see as something flares to life underneath your feet, and you watch as magic envelops it. Okay.
And any noises or anything?
I'm sorry. As soon as this goes about happening, you hear that same metal jump in the floor directly beneath where you were currently standing previously.
Okay. All right. All right, that's 20 feet of movement. Anything?
As soon as you step on this, you see as a magic flares to life. And as soon as you do so, you hear another chunk in the floor towards the center.
Okay. And if I remember correctly, Bullrin step here, here, and here?
Yeah. And then he
Okay.
kind of ran directly north to effectively.
I'll use my action to dash.
Okay.
And dash to here.
Nothing happens. You pitter patter along the stone and run past Gendry, but no, nothing.
Right, 55.
Nope.
60.
Nothing happens.
All right. Can I? Oh no, I probably can't. What? I mean, for bonus actions, we're restricted to just what we're able to do as bonus actions. Can't use that as for any perception or anything like that.
Unless
that's
it's
fair.
specific to scenario. Yep.
No, you're good. You're good. I just want to make sure I got the rules correct.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna let the group know as my talk action or free action. I'm looking for a fourth sigil.
Okay. As you call this out, I'll say that's your free action. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That would be everything I could do at the moment.
Okay. Moving on. Gendry, you are up.
Between two things. Because I'm trying to think if this would be shown or not. I feel like it would. It's gotta be magic.
Lucy, I'm here.
Okay, I'm outside.
Okay.
Okay. You're casting Detect Magic. So, as soon as you go about casting Detect Magic, you feel something incredibly strange, Gendry. You can feel magical suppression of some kind. However, it's not quick enough to act. What happens is as soon as you go about casting a spell, you immediately detect magic at a short range before the spell fails entirely. You can sense directly in front of you next to Bolrin, specifically next to Bolrin to the right of him, is magic flaring unseen in the ground.
Okay.
As you're looking at this, you automatically detect this kind of magic. This is specifically conjuration magic. As you're in the middle of looking at the closest tile here to the right as well, for the briefest of moments, you detect abjuration magic. You realize the abjuration magic here mimics the same symbols here and here. This conjuration magic does not share any similarities between the other three you've seen.
Okay.
I'm going to say the spell failed. You see as it flares to life automatically. You know it's there. No one else does.
Do I step on it? One, two, three. Timber went across me. Boren went. I wonder.
If you're looking towards me, the only ones that have not been touched are
Like the corners, yeah.
the L. Yeah.
Are you going to call out anything with that conjuration magic?
Yeah. I'll let them know there's a conjuration mark here,
Okay.
Fuck, now let Bolerin step on it.
and that there's 3 abjuration markings. Are the other 3?
Okay.
I just don't know if. I'm going to take a
Talking shit over here.
step down.
Okay, nothing happens.
Nothing in this one?
No, nothing. You've taken 10 feet of movement?
Yeah. 5, 10. 15.
Nope, nothing. I'll tell you if you did something.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of which way I want to go. See, there's none on the other side, though. That's what's wild. 5, 10, 15, 20. We didn't touch this one, though, did we?
I'm going to be honest. I don't recall.
No.
Yeah, because I think I just moved straight down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 15, 20, 25. Crap. And Zach went straight up, correct?
He did. He did kind of a weird zigzag on the way.
Just in case. I don't remember if you stepped there or not.
All right. As you go about, you move down and then you dip back up to the northwest. You realize you haven't hit anything during this, but you did detect that strange conjuration magic on the. That said, you pointed out to everybody. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
That's all I can do.
Okay. Elperos, you are up.
Okay, so there's
It's echoing big time.
Yep.
So
They're-
we're in the car.
Yeah, they're in the car.
Oh, I got you. It's the reverb. Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
It's on.
Oh, it's on? Oh, okay.
There we go.
Oh, because it's in the car. Okay. Okay, so there's conjuration magic and abjuration magic.
Yes, and you can see that the 3 abjuration magic ones are the ones that had caused that initial sound beneath the floor to take place.
Okay. If when has anyone traversed a tile that has already been stepped on, and if so, had there been any reaction?
Not that you've observed.
Okay, can I go over to the one with abjuration magic?
Okay, there's 3 of them. Do you just want to go for the closest one?
Yes.
Okay, we'll say it's the one to the northwest. All right. You rush over to the one to the northwest. As you're standing on it, nothing happens. You can see the magic is flaring. That's the point, though. It's completely visible.
I don't.
Didn't Kyle see two? I'm sorry. I just want. Did Kyle see two different unused circles?
He said that so all of the ones that Timber as well as yourself have stepped on that have flared to life that haven't done anything, they haven't removed any kind of symbols from your hand, nothing of that, were the abjuration ones that were here and here and here. However, this one here that Gendry had pointed out is it looks to be conjuration magic. It has nothing to do with the other 3 that have been stepped on.
All right. I couldn't remember if you said that he had found if he saw more than one like invisible circles or just that one.
No, just that one.
Okay.
The magic he was using faded almost instantaneously.
Gotcha.
But it did detect that. You realize, Gendry, as you are sitting there thinking about this, you think it might be a good short-range detection of whatever magics are in the area, but there's clearly some sort of magical fuckery at work.
Okay.
Oh shoot! I ended the call.
Hello?
It's a talk on.
Oh, we can hear you. Well, not anymore.
Hello?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. So nothing happens if next to Zach's cursor, it looks like there's I keep hearing myself in my earpiece. There's another circle. Can I get to that circle and see if anything happens?
That's the one with conjuration magic. Okay. You see as that's going on, and you rush over to it. As you rush over to it, 2 things happen. I'm sorry, 1 thing happens. You step on it, and as soon as you step on it, you see as that 4th mark on your hand that has been just severed or cut, this laceration in your hand, immediately stitches itself back together and fades, and only 3 remain. The magic that was there, you see as it flares to life and then disappears.
Okay.
Nothing else happens.
I'm gonna yell to the group. I think we all need to stand on one of these tiles. As like a free action. And then I'm gonna continue to stand on the tile, and I honestly have no idea what else to do.
Okay.
That's my
There was
thought process. I think we each need either we need to activate these tiles or we need to stand on them. I think each of us should stand on one of them. I want to say that to everyone.
Just out of curiosity, the tile that Elpros just standed on, that one's magic sigil faded while the other sigils are still visible to us, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
And nothing happened when he stepped on it?
Elpros had one of the cuts on his hand.
Oh,
fade
but no
instantly.
messenger popped or anything?
No.
Oh. Weird. Very strange. Lucy, is there anything else you want to do? Lucy said she's all set.
Okay. Boren, you're up.
We just got in, so let me get back to the computer real quick.
No, you're good.
Oh, here's your gloves.
I got this.
Let me jump over here.
All right, that's better. All right, so all the sigils. Wasn't there one down here I touched too?
Yeah, but that's
There
one
was.
of them that had one of your markings disappear.
Yes, that's correct.
But it didn't stay like the other three?
No.
No.
Just like the one Elbows is on now.
Oh.
Yeah, which it could be kind of
I mean,
have
I
an
guess
idea of what's going on, but I don't know if I should say or not.
Well, I mean, it's your prerogative if you want to. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
I feel as these markings, when they disappear, are actually saving us from a trap that's not good. So
I'm
when it
wondering because-
disappears, it's meaning it's saving you. So we need to find the last marking to finally let that go. But as we're walking around, we're being saved by these markings.
I'm also wondering if, because I don't have any more, because I'm the only one who cleared all their markings,
Yes.
right? I
Which
wonder if
meaning-
anything different will happen if I step on those ones, because I wasn't clear when I stepped on the last one. I don't think.
You were.
You had stepped on this one specifically, which is one of the abjuration ones.
Yeah.
Oh, and I didn't, and all my markings were gone when I did that.
All your markings were gone when you had stepped on it.
Okay. Okay. I kind of remember where I stepped. I missed where everyone else stepped after that, but
Everybody's been focused on what they're individually doing. That said, what would you like to do? You realize it's just hectic. You can see people are running around. Everybody's just they're in their own modes, and you can hear people calling things out. You specifically been warned by Gendry that there was conjuration magic where Elpros had stepped. Elpros, you had run over there and stepped on that, and then Gendry had gone about this explanation while you guys were, still searching around the room. Bullrin, you can hear Gendry talking about this as you're deciding what you want to do.
Did we have anyone go over to this corner?
No, you have not seen anybody run over to that corner.
All right, I guess I'm gonna go around Elpros.
Okay.
So 5, 10. Timber went here, right? Earlier?
He did. He ran right there. That's correct. You had seen him run there.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. As you go about stepping here, you see as more of these magics flare to life. And as you do step here, you realize something is wrong immediately. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
You have 4 more scratches.
That is a failure. Do you want to roll for inspiration?
Yeah, I do.
And that is also a failure, so you don't use the point of inspiration. This is what happens to you, Bullrin. As soon as you step to the corner, the last thing you ever see in this room right now is as you stare down at your hands and they fade to black. You are blind.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
Lucy, what are you doing?
That magic fades. It's gone.
Cool. Okay, I still have my action.
You do. So I'm gonna say your movement, obviously won't be hindered technically, but you can't tell if you're even stepping on anything. unless something happens.
I guess I don't know if this actually works. I don't think it does, but it'd be cool if it did. Cause okay, so could I use lay on hands because I can get rid of a disease or neutralize one poison, or no?
That does not work for this. No.
Dang it! All right, well, I don't think I have anything to
Are
get
you
rid
going
of
to
this.
call out what's going on with you? Because as of right now, nobody, you know what I mean? They're really not aware.
Yeah, no, I'll say. I can't see. I don't know where you guys are.
You see as Bolrin is just reaching out all of a sudden as he tries to turn around, you realize he's practically stumbling right now. His eyes are wide open and he's clearly blind.
Did I not say the scratches are saving you?
If anything happens, you know he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Okay. Bolrin, is there anything else you'd like to do here? Anything site-based or site-related is done with disadvantage right now. And some things you literally aren't capable of achieving.
And I stumble around.
You can stumble around, but anything you're doing is done with disadvantage, essentially.
Oh, I just want to try to retrace my steps back to where I was.
Okay. We'll say you... that was 5, 10, 15,
It was
20,
exactly
25
30.
feet. Okay, are you going to use your action to get down on your hands and knees and crawl back?
Yeah.
I'll say you make your way, you feel the grate, and then you crawl your way back over. And Elperos, you feel as Bolrin reaches a hand out, and you can see he's trying to feel around in the ground to make sure he can, be near somebody. He's in a very vulnerable state right now. Okay.
Well, that was fun.
Bolrin, I'm going to say that's it. Unless you have something else you do.
Yep. No, that's all I can do. That's all I got.
Timber, you turn around to seeing this happen as Bolrin cries out that he can't see and just gets on his hands and knees and crawls back to Elbro. What are you doing?
Timber is going to go ahead and move.
Okay. Nothing happens. As soon as you step into this corner, you see as another bit of magic. Well, I'm sorry, where you were already. You can move it.
Okay.
As soon as you were there and you step into this position, you see as another of these magics flares to life. And in doing so, something drastic happens. You watch as the floor begins to immediately erupt upwards, as if the stone itself in the area, it just jettisons upwards. This does this so quickly, no one really has time to react where they are. The stone that immediately shoots up out of the floor is roughly 7 to 8 feet up. You can see that the lava is still making its way up, Timber, as you look down. You don't know how much this is going to save you and your party, but 7 or 8 feet is not going to do it. Give me one moment while I do something.
Put lava in here.
Okay.
Damn you, Miles.
Don't worry, it's healthy.
These are wonderful.
It's a healthy curiosity. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for confirming what I was already thinking, Boren.
Okay. Timber, is there anything else you'd like to do with your action? You watch as the stone erupts out of the floor. What are you doing?
I will go ahead. Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I can't move.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Damn, if only I could see.
That you don't have difficult terrain for climbing, so that makes this really easy in terms of movement. You move 5 feet over, 5 feet up, and 5 feet on. I'm
That
sorry.
should be my full
Yeah.
movement.
Yeah. Okay. And then you have your action. As you get up on top of this timber, you realize the abjuration magic has faded. It's gone.
Mm.
So all of them are gone, or just
All 3 of the ones that were visible, including the one behind you, are completely gone.
This
They're
one's staying though.
They're no longer exist. No, that one's gone as well.
all right?
I'm curious.
So that's 30. I'm gonna go ahead and. All right, I'm gonna dash action.
Okay.
I'm sure you're gonna stop me if I hit anything.
Yep, we'll talk. Okay. As you climb up on top of this, you realize nothing happened. As soon as you get up there and you're running around, you're hoping for some other indication or sign that something is going on, and nothing ever occurs.
All right, I'm gonna use my last 5 feet.
Can't hear you.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my last 5 feet and just jump off next to Genry.
Okay. All right. Nothing also happens.
Okay. I will let Bolrin, or I'll yell out to everybody. Or I guess let Bolrin know, and everyone else. All the sigils are gone. We might have to find some new ones. And that will be. That's everything I got right now.
Okay. All right. Gendry, you are up. You've seen Timber rushing around, almost seemingly at random, trying to discern whatever this is, and figure out what's happening. You realize he's been successful. He's achieved something here, and you've stepped on 4 of those abjuration markings with a form of success. The stone itself erupts out. You have no visibility where you stand of Bolrin or Elpero. They're completely obscured from view. You don't know where they are. You don't know what's happened to them. You were standing there, and then a moment later, this stone erupted out, and you lost visibility of them. You're currently, there. The stone directly to the south of you, and to the east of you, and to the north of you, and this little hubby here is 7 to 8 feet up off the ground.
Good thing I'm 6'5".
You would have to. Yep, you would have to climb up in order to get up over the edge.
Mhm.
That is difficult terrain, just for clear.
Five, 10.
All right. As soon as you step there, you see as magic flares to life.
Fuck yeah.
As soon as you go about doing this, you hear as another of these jumps happens in the floor. What are you doing?
I'm gonna continue moving. That's 5, 10.
Okay.
Unpause it.
Okay.
5, 10. No, you're good. 15, 20.
Okay.
25, 30. And then using.
You're on to something. And as you go about stepping here, you see as magic flares to life and then immediately fades,
Okay.
along with one of the markings.
So I have what, one more, correct?
That is correct.
Or two more. Okay, one more. Okay. I'll say I have one more. Alright, that's 30, so I'm gonna do my next movement for my other 30. For my dash.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. Wait, 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Kyle's over here strategically planning out exactly where he.
Well, I'm trying to think of the way I can do this to get the most I can with clearing as much as I can.
Oh, I gotcha. It's
Five,
strategically planning it out.
10.
It's fine. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
As soon as you step there, you see as more magic flares. You hear another jump in the floor. Okay, go ahead.
I have 2 of them. Remember, if you don't have any more markings, Bolren, effects will happen.
This blind guy around the corner. What?
And that's all I can do.
Okay.
You said to keep looking.
Okay, Elperos, you are up. It seems you were onto something when you were telling everybody, you have to activate these or stand on them or do something. And in combination with what Gendry had been saying and what Timber had been doing, you think you're onto something. You know definitively whatever is going on with these markings, you've solved something one way or another.
Okay, to be clear, is there a raised platform somewhere?
It's directly to the left of you. You can see that the stone erupted out of the floor where you were originally standing when you entered it. And everywhere you can see, it's roughly 7 to 8 feet above where you're currently standing. You could climb up on top of it, but you don't understand, you don't know your surroundings anymore at this point. You can't see beyond this, so you don't really know what the rest of the room looks like. You're trapped in a small cubby now.
I'm sorry, can you say it one more time? I had a hard time hearing you. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So you're essentially all around you. Basically to the west, to the north, to the south. The east is still open to you, but you saw at 7 to 8 feet of stone that the tiles you were standing on erupted out of the floor and shot up, and they're now elevated above where you're currently standing by 7 to 8 feet.
Okay, are we still okay? We're trying to activate more of these, or
to your understanding, that's what Gendry and Timber had been doing, and that's what you had originally suggested, that you were trying to activate these in some way. However, Bolren seems to have suffered catastrophically at the hands of what happened here. He is blind right now, and he reached out to grab for you because he is blind. He's totally defenseless.
Can I help him get on top of the platform?
Yeah, I'll let you use your action to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna try to give Bolren a boost and try to get him on top of the platform and tell him to stay there.
Okay. Bolren,
who is that?
Feel. Yeah, you feel as Elperos grabs you and tries to motion you upward, talking you through this and giving you a lift with one of your feet to where you can grab the edge and pull yourself up. Are you doing that?
Yeah, I'll do that, sure.
Okay, you pull yourself up, and after being helped by Elperos in this, you're elevated on whatever this platform is, but you really have no idea what's going on. You're listening. You can hear Timber and Gendry running around the room as you hear these hisses of magic flaring to life. Okay. Elperos, is there anything else you'd like to do here? That was your action. You still have your movement. You still have your bonus action.
use my movement to go. Let's see, 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, nothing? Damn.
Nothing.
25, 30?
Nothing.
I-
Okay.
ah,
You used all you used all of your movement, and as you're rushing around, you managed to land on nothing. Is there anything you'd like to do with your bonus action?
give me 1 second to take a look.
Cry.
So, who thought they were going to be playing Magical Minesweepers tonight?
Seriously?
I'm very, very upset right now.
Okay, no, there's nothing else I can do.
Okay. Okay. That said, Bolrin, you are currently on top of this platform, blind. Is there anything you would like to do? Oh, I'm sorry. Roll for a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. My rolls have been real hot today. Oh, that's better.
Nice. Okay. You feel as the blindness on you fades. However, this does not happen until the end of Okay, so you're blind until your turn. Is there anything you would like to do while you're blind?
So I can't see this, so I'm not going to ask until after. I don't know what I would do when I'm blind because I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Okay, all right, and then we can
I
leave that
legitimately
back.
don't think Ballroom would know what to do. He would just stay here until he fights off the blindness, I guess.
Okay. You have no idea where anybody's ran or what they've been doing during this time. So, unfortunately, you're literally unaware of.
So it's this eye-shaped thing that popped up?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, okay.
I forgot your character was literally blind.
I didn't know what the hell was going on, so.
All right. Kimber, you're up. What are you doing?
5, 10.
As soon as you stand there, you see as magic flares the light underfoot. And in doing so, it appears. And when it appears, you realize whatever it is not good. And however, the markings on your hand, one fades as this happens, and it disappears. Okay.
Sweet. I'm gonna keep moving.
Okay.
I'm in danger.
Action dash.
Okay. All right. As soon as you step here, you also see as this magic immediately flares to light. And you see as one of the symbols on your hand, these markings disappears as this occurs.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead. You're at 45 right now?
That's 30.
Yep. You're at 60 total. So as you're rushing through, you can see that Kimber, you've taken a far more strategic approach to this. So rushing back and forth, trying to make sure you step on every available path that you can. and you realize you came up empty on this last bit. You are down to 2 of your markings. Gendry, you are down to
Yep.
1 of your markings. Boren, you are completely out. And Elperos, you have 3 of your markings. Gendry, you are up.
$25, $30.
Gendry, I'm going to let you know this only because you're running past this. You can see the lava is almost to the top of the grate right now.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
You realize
30.
you have seconds to react.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20.
As soon as you step there, you see as another of these magics flares to life. And this one, you can tell, thankfully, is the good one, the abjuration magic. And as it comes about, you hear another jump in the floor from where, all around you in the room. It's just echoing at this point. You're not entirely sure exactly where it's coming from.
I don't know if I want to touch these last 2 or not. Or if I need to just jump up here. Fuck.
You had seen, well, actually, you hadn't seen anything. Go ahead.
How much movement is it to try to get up here?
That is, for you, it'd be 10 feet of movement.
$50 and then 60, right?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, as you climb up on the platform, the second your hands touch the top, you see as more magic flares to life here. And as it does so, you realize it's not the good stuff.
Okay, it's the last one.
And as this happens, you see as the magic fades, and so too does the last of the markings. Okay, Gendry, you're out of markings. Boren, you're out of markings. Timber, you've got 2 left. And Elperos, you have 3 left. Okay. Elperos, you are up. You have just watched Gendry run up behind you, and somehow you had missed this spot along with Boren as these new symbols had appeared from what you know of as they have faded. You had rushed over here and run directly to the north. Okay.
Can I jump over the grate? Or can I just walk across?
Yeah, where do you want to go?
5, 10.
It still counts as 5 feet of movement for you doing that. I'm going to stop you right here. So as you step right here on this spot, you see as another of these symbols flares to life. And with it, one of the markings on your hand fades. You are down to 2. Like I said, Gendry had literally, you had seen him basically systematically run through this area checking all this stuff over.
I literally have no idea what to do. I'm going to be completely honest. I have no idea what to do.
Elpros didn't go up here yet, right?
Elpros didn't touch these 2.
Okay. Are you going to say something, Timber?
Sorry.
No, I was just making sure that when Elpros was moving in my area, I didn't see Elpros touch any of the ones by me.
So that's 5. That's 5, 10.
Yeah, you hadn't seen Elpros over here at all.
Okay, yep, that's what I want to make.
Elpros
sure
literally just made. Elpros, as you kind of rush back and forth trying to figure out what to do, as soon as you get to here, you double back and go to here. I'm going to say that's 5, 10, 15, 20 feet of movement for you to do that. When you go about doing this, you realize you've stepped on whatever this last one is. And as soon as you go about doing so, you hear this additional chunk. And the second you do this, you realize lava is spilling out of the opening of the grate directly next to you, and it's quickly shooting into the room behind you. What are you doing? Timber, this goes for you as well at the end of this. You realize if you don't get up on this platform, you're going to be standing in lava in mere seconds.
Do I get an action?
It's Elfros' turn right now.
Oh,
Elfros,
okay.
what
I
are
was
you
just
doing?
curious.
You still have your action.
I have 5 feet of movement.
You still have 10 feet of movement as well.
I have 10 feet of movement. Can I get up? Can I try to get up on the platform?
You could actually climb onto here.
Okay, then can I try to do that?
Yep. Okay, you climb up onto the platform out of the lava's reach as it's starting to sweep over the floor towards Timber. Bolrin, I'm sorry, Elpros, you still have your action technically. Is there anything else you want to do right?
It's all in this area. Let me take a look.
I'll push elbows back down.
Long live that king.
No.
Okay. Elpros, you see as Timber's behind you on the ground. Bolrin, you are up. Your vision miraculously comes back to you. And you blink, this hard blink, and all of a sudden you can start to see again as it gradually fades back in. You can see Timber's still down below. This lava is shooting into the room at a rapid pace.
I can see again. Okay, I am going to come up to the edge, and I'm going to grab Timber and pull him up.
Okay, I'll say you're going to use your action/movement to do that. Is that okay?
I'm gonna use that. I'll use everything to grab him by the scruff of his neck and pull him up.
All right, Timber, as you see this happening, he rips you up and just pulls you up onto the side of the platform. As you're doing so, you realize in a couple of seconds, this lava would have been licking your feet at that point. You didn't know if you were even have time to flip around and grab the lead with what was going on. It's going at such a rapid pace, it doesn't even seem natural with the whatever flow is there. It's almost like it's being forced in some way or another, like a current. Okay, Bolrin, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Cry.
Okay, Timber, you are up. What are you doing?
There's
You
literally
see as this magma, this lava is beginning to make its way at the bottom, make its way into the chamber. It's everywhere, all around you, on all corners. What are you doing?
All right, I'm gonna. All right, I'm gonna go there for a second. Anything happen?
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna move in the center then.
Okay, as you move to the center, this is what happens. You see as the room around you is now filled with lava.
Magma.
Liquid hot magma.
All right. Holy fuck.
Oh God bless.
Okay, as this happens, this is the shotgun blast that's occurring. You see as magic flares to life under 2 of your feet automatically, without you even doing anything, as you activated magic. Elperos and Bolrin. Elperos, the magic underfoot from you is the bad guy. And you see as it flares to life and immediately fades, one of the markings on your hand going with it. Boren, where you're currently standing, seems to be one of the good ones. The abjuration magic that flares into existence. You realize in mere maybe at this point 10 seconds or so, the lava is going to reach the platform you're on.
So that's safe. So you said 2 people had mark? Elpros had a bad one?
Yes, and lost a marking.
And then
Elpros
lost. Okay.
Elpros is now down to 1 marking of these markings.
Yeah, and nothing appeared under Timber.
That is correct. Nothing appeared under you as well.
All right.
Oops.
What are you doing, Kendrick? Okay. Gendry, as you step here, one of these magics flares to life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As it does so, you realize there's a magic here. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw against this.
Oh, wisdom.
No.
Okay, that is the failure. Do you want to roll?
God damn it. Fine, I'll use my inspiration.
I'll use one of them. I've ordered 20 of them. By the way, you get an achievement point for that. Don't let me forget.
I don't use one.
No. Okay. This is gonna be fucking rough. I need you to buckle. The conjuration magic you feel as you blink out of existence and appear somewhere else.
Oh, interesting.
And as you appear, you realize you're appearing up in the air and falling into what looks to be the lava bowl. Okay. So my question to you is there anything you can do as this is happening? Because it's technically still your turn.
Reverse time.
I think I've already used all that stuff on. Where is my... Oh, wait. Hold on. I forgot about that. On. Can magically exert.
Oh, you can use that on yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a roll.
Yes, I can. No cigar.
Oh, no. Well,
Inspiration.
It's a new reroll. You can use
Inspiration.
Yeah.
But now I'm not rolling over a 10. That was so close to being 1.
You feel as this magic tries to carry you away, and in doing so, you bolster your pneuma, your magical essence, and you force it back down, and you watch as the magic is obliterated underfoot as you do this. You don't know how much you have left in you to do this, but you watch as time literally reverses itself for a brief moment, to give you the reaction time to obliterate these magic. You do not get thrown into the lava. You instead, destroy this. Okay, Gendry, do you want to continue your movement?
Actually, so that's just a feature, right? You can immediately exert over time as a reaction. So that's just a reaction. I haven't actually used my action yet.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I'm gonna do a quick burst, really quick again.
Okay.
'Cause I know it doesn't fully work, but I'm gonna do a quick.
Okay. You are going to do. Okay. So this is what happens. It reveals anything close by. So this is what you are seeing right now. I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
For what you're looking at.
I was popping it up so that way. Yeah.
There is an abjuration magic circle directly to the southwest.
Mm-hmm.
However, there is also, at this point, another of these what is not abjuration magic directly beneath you.
Mm-hmm.
As you're detecting it, this is what you do pick up off of that circle in particular is more conjuration. And then in addition to that, over to the right of blue, right here, that magic is necromancy magic.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Okay, right. So what are you doing?
I'm going to move to this one.
Okay. You see as all of you immediately hear another good jump underfoot.
And then I'm going to point out and mention conjuration, necromancy. I'm going to point to the two squares that are here and here.
Okay. Are you just in an effort to avoid them? Just letting everybody. So, okay. Gotcha. The detect magic phase.
Yep.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope, I'll stay my happy ass right here.
I will stay right here. Okay. Elperos, you watch as Gendry goes about activating one of these magics, fights it, and then goes on to discover another of these abjuration circles. What are you doing?
You said I had. Okay, never mind. Does anything happen when I move 5, 10?
Okay, as soon as you move into this corner, you see as more of this magic comes into being. You hear another jump somewhere in the floor. Okay, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Oh, that was a good one.
Okay, that's good. And then, so I have 5, that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yep. You just move back into position?
I moved into the other corner. Does anything happen?
No, nothing happens.
Oh, wait, hold on. I had 5 more feet of movement, right?
Yeah, technically.
Not the lava.
I'm going to move back into the center. Yeah, I know it's safe too.
Yeah,
because I got a feeling the center's going to move up.
Okay.
Okay. Then I will move back into the. Can I move here?
You can.
Okay. I'll mention that there was a circle in the top left corner of the group.
Okay. Everybody sees that as soon as it activates. You can see it. It's literally flaring into existence. You cannot see these two that are to the south of you, but Gendry has alerted you to their presence and, for you to avoid. Okay, what would you like to do?
I'm looking real fast. I still would have my action.
Yeah. You are hurt. Your character is bloodied.
How does everyone else look?
As you take a glance around, Bolrin and yourself seem to be in a pretty rough state. Gendry is also a little bit hurt, but Timber seems like he's fine.
Leave it to Timber to
Damn
be
you,
fine.
Yeah, you had done some heavy healing on him before because he was in such a rough state. Okay.
Mass healing word. And
Okay.
that's everyone.
Okay. Mass healing word goes off. So don't forget that's 2d4 plus your ability modifier plus your healing for your life cleric. So I think that's an additional 5 on top of that. So go ahead and give me the roll for the d4 two times. So 2d4.
Oh, what?
That's a lot of d4. Okay, so that is 7 plus 5. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. 7 plus 5, which is your. Or is it plus 4? Sorry, your wisdom is your wisdom is plus 5. So that's 12 plus an additional 5. So everybody gets 17 hit points back off of
wonderful.
Elbros's mass healing word.
I don't like Elbros, but thank you. I'm just kidding.
Wait,
That
how
is
much again? Sorry.
disgusting. 17 hit points off mass healing.
Nice.
So everybody gets. Wow.
I'm almost
marked
back
you
at
up.
full health now.
Yeah. That was a good one. That was a really good one. Okay, Elpros, you use your action to do that. I think that might be it. Bolrin, you're up. You realize the platform's going nowhere.
The platform what?
It's not going anywhere.
And there's only one spot that we don't know.
Yep.
Could I even get there because timber?
You could move through his space. It's difficult terrain, but you could do it.
Oh.
It just takes 15 feet of movement to get over there.
Yeah.
That's all.
Screw it. I'll do it.
Okay, Bolrin, as soon as you move over, sure enough, you all have predicted at this point exactly what was going to be there. And in doing so, you see as the magic flares to life and you hear another ka-chunk. Bolrin, you're technically still your turn. What are you doing?
Uh-huh.
You move back. Okay. And in doing so, you watch as all of these magics that were alive fade and are gone. With that, you see as directly underfoot, nothing happens. But around you, off
damn
to
it.
the sides, you see as the landscape shifts once again.
Whoa.
Oh.
And you see
okay.
as directly to the north and south of you are two separated platforms.
They're elevated, aren't
Each
they?
elevated 7 to 8 feet above where you're currently standing. Another area to escape to, running from the lava. You have at this point, Timber. I'll say it's still your turn for what's going on here. I'm
Could
sorry,
I-
Bolin. I'm sorry. It's still your turn for what's going.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna use my free action and say 2 and 2.
Okay.
Then I was gonna use my action to then do movement up to the top.
Okay, yeah, I'll allow that. Go ahead.
Because I'll do 5 and
That's
then
5, and then
I'm gonna
15,
climb up.
15 right there because you're climbing, and then wherever else you want to go from there. Actually, I'm sorry. You hit one.
Yeah, I was like, I'm assuming I hit one at this point. Like, I'm just gonna assume so.
Okay. So that said, okay. So as this flares to life, I gotta mark this. For some reason, the overhead stuff doesn't disappear. As this flares to life, something happens, and this time it's an incredibly aggressive an explosive magic. Gendry, as soon as you look over, you realize something's terribly wrong. I need you to roll for a dexterity saving.
I'm not great at it.
I rolled on a
Okay,
20 and
that is a
18.
failure.
Inspiration.
Oh, thank God.
There we go.
That is a success with inspiration. So burn one
God
inspiration.
damn. Yep, already did.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
You, instead of taking full damage here, you take half.
Cool.
Underfoot is this massive explosion, this shockwave of force that almost sends you flying off where you're currently. However, you brace yourself against it and you manage to ignore it completely. However, it hurt like hell as this wave of force blasts you upwards and almost sends you careening back. So you take. So you only take, like I said, you only take half damage from this. So we're gonna. There we go.
Jesus Christ.
So you take 11 points of force damage from this instead of 22.
All right, that healing helped. Wait, what am
Okay.
I concentrating on?
This phase. That's a very good question. I'm looking over the character sheet right now for the effects. Yeah, that should be.
Was it protection from good and evil still? Yeah, I shouldn't have that anymore.
Yep. Okay. As you're sitting there and you've only used 15 feet of movement as this happens, all hell breaks loose underfoot. What are you doing?
I'm gonna keep going.
How do you take off the concentration?
I did. It was protection from good and evil, but that should have passed a while ago. All right, so 20, 25.
Okay, another one goes off.
One of them's gotta be good. I swear to God.
Okay, as you're standing there, and this goes about happening,
Swear to God.
Okay. As this magic overtakes you, I need you to roll at this point. Ooh, this is a different one. This is a Constitution saving throw. It's another con.
I'm just barely better at this. Fuck.
That is
Another
a
inspiration.
That is the success.
Oh, thank God. I'm just burning this inspiration to stay alive.
You feel as this incredibly dark pain shoots through your leg, and you feel as it starts to go lame, and then all of a sudden you brace yourself like the worst Charlie horse of your life, and all of a sudden it just fails. It's gone.
Cool. I'm gonna go literally one more over, and that's 30 movement. That's my last movement.
Okay, go ahead.
It's paused.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I keep pausing it. I'm sorry.
All right. Yep. There we go.
Okay, and nothing happened.
I
All right.
swear to God, this last one's gonna have one. It's gotta be good. I swear to God.
Okay, Timber, you are up. What are you doing?
Alrighty.
Roller and get his ass kicked.
Okay. As soon as you climb up, you see as another of these flares to life, and you're not so much exhausted at this point, but you know this horrific series of events that's undergoing all this is incredibly difficult and you watch as this magic flares to life, and with it, a similar explosion rocks the area. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw. That had just happened to Vorin.
Does this not affect our marks?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you have a marking line. Okay.
Yeah, I have 2, I thought.
Yes, you do. And so one of those markings just immediately fades. No rolls required.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. All right.
Ugh.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and do anything.
Oh no, nothing happens.
All right, that's 30 feet.
Okay, nothing.
All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna action, dash.
Okay. Okay. As soon as you step there, you feel as more of this horrendous magic goes off. And you see as it flares to life once again, and in doing so, you see the last of your markings fades away.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll move forward.
Sorry. And this time, you realize you've used everything in your arsenal that you were given, perhaps, as a defense for completing these trials. And with that, I need you to roll for a wisdom saving. That is a failure. Would you like to use an point of wisdom?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Okay. This is what happens. As you're all standing there looking on at Timber, he steps on this, and you see as he goes to move forward, and he freezes in place, paralyzed. You cannot move right now. Okay. I ask you what else you can do right now, but there really isn't much.
Is this I would assume this is not a charmed effect, right?
No,
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
no, not at all. This is something. Specifically, it's not a charm effect though. Let me double check to make sure the wording doesn't say anything funky.
Yeah, for sure.
No. Okay. Okay. Oh, Timber, your one saving grace as you look on the situation and you frantically begin thinking about what's going on is that you climbed higher. Gendry, you are up. And they're playing the out.
I am.
Clever girl.
5, 10. Wait, no. Wait, 1, 5,
Wait, I don't want to go there.
10, 15, 20.
That's 25. That's 25.
Oh, 25. That's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
So
And that would be
5,
so
10.
5, 10, 20, 25 where you're standing right now. As you reach that area, you see as magic flares to life, and you hear a ka-chunk in the room. Okay?
Oh. Would you put 2 on the same side, or would you put the other one on that side? Fucking Miles.
Over there.
I like how you're paranoid about all this. Like, would he do that?
5, 10.
Did I do that?
That would just be 30 to this next one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think though.
Yeah, I was gonna say Timber came up.
No,
went
no, I
here.
know. He came and
Yep.
covered like every. I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
30.
What, lose?
Oh, is Lucy talking right now? We can't hear her.
No, she's just talking to herself.
Talking shit.
30.
I don't want you to risk it.
And then I'm
on-
doing my action to do the rest of the movement.
Okay.
I want to get in front of Timber. You want me to stop there?
Okay.
If
Okay.
not, I'm going to go all the way to the corner.
Okay, as you go all the way to the corner, you see as magic flares to life over here. That is not a good thing.
Fuck. I should have gone the other way. Miles would do that. Unless it's 1-1 this time.
No. Not that you're aware of. I need you to make a dexterity saving.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Dexterity saving throw. I got you.
Yep. Success is happening. That is a barrier.
I'll use an inspiration.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Okay, you are flung 5 feet in a random direction.
Oh no!
So you can get flung into the lava based on it. So I'm going to make a roll. I'm going to let you choose your fate on this one because obviously it's a 25% chance of. Well, actually, it's not a 25% chance. It's a 1, 2 out of 9 chance of happening, or 8, I should say. 1, 2, yeah, 8. So I'm going to roll a d8, and then I need you to pick which numbers are going to be you being flung in the lava.
How many numbers?
So you're going to pick numbers 1 through 8.
2 of them?
That you don't. Yep, and they're numbers you don't want.
I don't want a 2.
Okay.
Or a. Two or a 1. We'll do the 2 lowest.
Okay. So anything that's not a 2 or a 1.
Yep, just 3 or higher. There's a better chance of getting higher.
Here we go. It's a 6.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, you take full damage and you are not flung. You're instead jettisoned against this wall and you're slammed into it. And the roll for damage here is going to be pretty drastic. Oh my God, that's a lot of 6s. Jesus Christ.
Oh no!
You take 27 points of force damage. You realize you're completely jarred when this happens to such an extreme. You're having a hard time standing back up after you get knocked down on your ass. When you're thrown into this wall, you feel as wood splinters on your shoulder where you were thrown back, and the metal itself is bent in. Okay. Gendry, is there anything else you'd like to do here? Okay.
That's all I can move because 30 would be on Timber.
Okay.
And I don't think I have anything to help him here.
Elperos, you are.
Okay. 5, 10, and
As soon as you step or pull yourself up onto the platform, you see his magic flares to life, and you hear a ka-chunk in the room around you.
Okay, so that's how many has that been?
Right now, yep, that's 3 for you guys.
And Bolin hit
Oh,
one?
sorry, 2 for you guys.
Yeah, we only got 2 so far. I hit a bad one.
It's that one, okay. So that's 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh. Okay. Elperos.
I don't like that. I don't like the way you said that.
Okay. I just gotta make sure that I hate the fact that it does not go through the overlay. It's so upsetting. Okay. I need you. This is not a good one for you. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw. I guess that's a good one for you, but it's a really bad one in general. So go ahead and make a roll for a wisdom saving.
Oh, you're just out of reach. Can't help you.
What a shame.
I guess I gotta keep it for myself.
Wisdom saves on the top right. Oh.
Womp womp.
Okay, that is a definite success.
Jesus.
You brace yourself against the magic, and similar to what had happened to Gendry, he had reversed the time itself around it and just absolutely devastated the magics. Your Numa is powerful enough and focused enough to where you just immediately you wave it off like it's nothing as the magic tries to devastate you. It fades instantaneously. Oh, whoops. Actually, deleted your token off the board.
Deleted.
Yeah, you had a 20. It was a natural 20 plus your dex. That was Elperos had 23, right?
Sorry?
I'm pretty sure you had a 23. Because Gendry was still ahead of you. Okay. All right. You ignore the magics that are there, and they're gone. They say. You still have your movement. Oh no, you moved 30 feet. You still have your action. What would you like to do with your action?
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Okay.
Well, hold on.
I'm kidding. You can stay where you're at.
This way, you said this way, right?
I just have. This is the only two squares that are unexplored are the two corner squares.
Okay, then can I use my action to dash?
And these two.
Oh, I thought you guys. I thought Timber or you went over there.
No, I decided to go the other way. Out of curiosity if
Oh.
there was gonna be a separate one over here, but I figured Miles was gonna be a jerk.
Use my action to dash into this corner.
Okay.
It's just not letting me.
Oh,
It's
it's
not my turn.
pause. No.
No, it's on
not-
the turn's on Boren.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I apologize. That I shifted in on accident.
No worries.
Okay. As you reach that corner, I need you to make a roll for another saving.
Oh no.
That's a bad one.
That's not great.
It has to be
I mean,
near
none
corner.
of them are really great, but
Well, put it this way: if you get flung this way, it's a fling thing. You become in range.
so I need you to make a. That's not written. What the fuck am I making? Oh, it's a Constitution save.
Womp womp.
That is
Yeah,
it.
can I use on that?
Okay, go ahead and use your inspiration. I mean, you're not burning it until we talk otherwise. So go ahead and make a roll. And don't forget, you guys have active abilities. Don't pass that up if you have them. That is the 14. That is actually a failure.
Damn.
That said, as you're looking at this, Boren, as you flip around, you hear this startled sound come out of Elperos. Elperos, you are.
What?
Elperos, like you realize instantaneously you can no longer see. You are blind.
Oh, that's not honestly the worst one.
Nah, I'm good. We'll be fine.
Elbros, I'm good. I'm good.
He got echolocation. He's fine.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No.
Okay. Orin, you are up. You realize the lava is quickly climbing to overtake the platform door.
I move here.
Okay, as you go about doing so, you see as the magics erupt and flare to life, showing you another of the abjuration circles. You hear a ka-chunk.
Nothing else.
Nothing.
God damn it! It's in the other corner. It's the one Kyle avoided.
It could be somewhere else.
It's gonna be in one of these two spots that we haven't explored yet.
All right.
Alright, so that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm trying to think if I might. If I use my action to dash, could I still kind of grab Elpros and then like start to bring him back over towards the center area, like right here with me?
I would allow it.
So 5, 10,
Elpro still had movement, not completely
30.
immobile.
So then I'll do a dash and I'll bring him over to like right here till we're right here.
Okay.
At least put it, and I have my hand on him, so I can kind of
Guide
guide
him.
him.
Yep. Okay. All right, Timber. I need a roll from you for a. This is a. I could have swore it was a wisdom saving throw.
What?
I could have swore it was a wisdom saving throw before, correct?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, wisdom. I need another wisdom saving throw from you.
I'm
This-
Timber.
You if you succeed,
Oh,
would you like to use the point of inspiration?
Yeah.
Oh my! Oh no! Oh no! You are still paralyzed.
All right, I have my turn.
no, Timber, no.
Gendry, you see a Timber is unmoving and unable to do anything. You get to hear, and you see as more magic erupts underfoot, and this time, it's just as bad as any of the rest of them. As you feel something overtake you, I need you to make a roll for a wisdom saving. That is a failure. You like to use a point of inspiration.
Sure. All right. With that,
Okay.
I will.
And I apologize. I should have done this at the beginning of the round when Gendry stepped up. This is what happens all around as you watch the platform below you sink
Oh,
and
God.
disappear. Gendry, you guys are gonna fucking hate this. You are paralyzed.
I'm using my my last chrono.
Okay, go ahead and make another roll, and then use an inspiration point if you want.
If I fail, which I will,
Oh no!
got to be over that. So inspiration.
Go ahead and do another roll.
We're fucked.
That is a success. Okay, burn another point of inspiration.
Holy
You
crap.
once again, you chrono shift. You see as time is stopped just for the briefest of moments, and you, with a wave of your hand and a force of this pneuma, shoot the magic out from underneath you and chew it away, casually casting it aside. You are not paralyzed,
Okay.
and you instead just basically displace the magic. What are you doing?
Once you unpause it, I'm going to end my turn.
Sorry.
No, I'm
Okay,
just kidding. I'm
no,
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna be like, what? As you get to this corner, you see as the last of these magic again flare to life. You hear another chunk. And with that, you watch as this happens. The next platform raises up.
Oh.
Much larger as you watch all of this come out of the lava. And in doing so, as you look around, realize there's a substantial amount of more space to cover. That said, so my question to you guys is, do you want to keep continuing this right now, or do you want to call it a night?
Well, I'd like to know if I'm gonna have to make another character by the end of the night or not.
You realize, Timber, as you look off to the side, you can see right now the lava is quickly rising. And you think maybe in another 10 seconds or so, it'll be up at the platform you're currently.
Oh. So is the increase starts here, right?
Yes,
Here?
that is correct. And here. And here.
And here. Okay.
Wait, so it's here?
All the places I just.
So it's like
Yeah, it's this
this,
shape right here.
except for this middle part, it's like a square.
Yeah. 20, 10, 20, 30, 40. And it's another 10 feet for movement.
Yes.
10, 20, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that would be my action for the movement. You want me to stop on any of these?
I mean, yes. So I'm gonna tell you the first one that you hit. You see his abjuration magic flare to life, and it immediately you hear a chunk.
No.
So that's a good first start.
I don't know if I want to move now.
I think I might call it here. Okay.
Fuck. We gotta hurry up and get this though. So let me know if I gotta stop on one of these three.
How you do? Oh, whoops. I'm going to move you right here. So I need you to make a roll for a. This is another wisdom saving throw.
I like wisdom. Because I could never roll high enough.
That is a failure.
I'll try it one more time just because. Nope, alright, cool. It's fine.
You
Wisdom hasn't
suffer
been the worst.
You suffer the least fun mechanic in the game. You are paralyzed.
That's fine. I'm safe for the time being. Alright.
I'm higher up.
Exactly. And I already got one.
Okay. You are pretty much dead in your tracks right now. I guess my question for you guys, well, Elbros, you were up. What are you doing?
I'm blinded, so.
Ooh, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm completely blanked on that.
Let me check myself.
So don't forget, if you if you have anything happen to you while you're blinded that is physical, you get automatic disadvantage on saving.
Okay. I'm probably not gonna move or anything.
Okay. If that's the case, then what else would you like to do, if anything?
I
You go ahead.
I don't think I can. Sorry, I can't. I don't think I can. Shoot. How far away is that? Do I know how far away everyone is?
Oh no, you're totally blind. You have no idea what's going on.
You just know I'm next to you.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I can't really do anything. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I forgot.
All right, you hold off on your turn. Go ahead and give me at this point a Constitution save. No.
Oh wait,
To overcome the blindness.
can I get shield of faith?
Yeah, you can get Shield of Faith. It just gives additional armor class.
So it's a cantrip, so
No, it's a first level.
is it? Oh shit! No, I thought it was. I thought it was a cantrip. Never mind.
Okay.
Then I'm. Then
Yeah, you can just negate it. That's fine.
just on that. I'm gonna give guidance to Boren, and then that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Boren, you are up. Oh, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw. I need a con save.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
This is to overcome the blindness. Happens at the end of your turn. That is a success. You are no longer blind.
Yay!
That's that, and like I said, this happens at the end of your turn. So you are. It's effectively, a turn killer. Boren, you are up.
Seeing that Elpros has his sight back, I will advance. I will go 5, and then going up is 10, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
15. Does anything happen?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, actually, right here.
Oh,
You see as another of these magics activate, and you hear a jump.
Oh, does that mean exist? That means old platforms could be them. Or no, that was where the new ones popped in, right? Or no, that was an old one.
No moment.
Shit. Well, that's not good. That means that there could be ones in the old spots then. Oh fuck. I was not expecting that at all. Fuck. Because they get covered up by lava, then we're cooked. I'm at. Oh, God damn it! No, I don't know what to do.
I don't know.
I guess I'm gonna take the risk and just go up 5 or do the 10 feet. So that'd be
Okay.
15.
All right.
20.
Okay.
25.
Yep. Nothing happens.
This is a weird one. I'm gonna do 30.
Okay. You activate another magic. I need you to make a Constitution save.
We're just shooting craps here now. God bless
That
us.
is a failure.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another one.
That is a success.
There we go.
You feel another of those sharp pains through your leg, and this time the opposite one. And you again push it off as you stretch out your leg, and the magic fades.
I am going to action dash back to here for 5.
Okay.
10. 15. 20.
Okay. That's another one affects you here.
Yeah, I had a feeling that might. I'm just trying to fucking figure all these out. I wasn't expecting them to be on the lower level too.
I need you to choose your fate on this one. Give me a number 1d8 that you're believing on.
God damn it.
And I'm sorry, well, dexterity saving throw.
Oh, deck save.
Yep,
That's not gonna save.
that is a failure.
I'm gonna do one more.
Oh, I thought that was going to be an 18.
Christ. I thought it was to.
Give
Well,
me a 1d. Give me a number on the 1d8 that you do not want.
I'm gonna do one.
Number 1. Okay. Pray. That is a 7.
Oh,
You do
thank
not
God.
get flung off the edge. Okay.
Yeah, I love taking
You
damage.
do take full damage.
Yeah.
That is 18 points of force damage as you are
Ooh.
blasted into the wall. That magic fades underneath. This giant rocking explosion almost tosses you, further down the lip here. But you manage to bolster yourself at the last second and barely hang on without being flung off. Okay. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Double checking. There's nothing else I can do, so
Okay.
that's it for me.
Okay. Timber, you are up here.
So was this found quickly on the bottom?
This was on the bottom level, the level that's not not up. So that's kind of.
And that's how Timber had run into what he had done. He was on the bottom level when this happened.
No, that was a good spot. It's on the lower It's on the lower end, so like there could be good spots on the lower part.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Okay.
But I checked I checked like all the squares up around my area, and there's nothing else going on.
Oh no.
Kidding me.
Oh
my
no.
gosh.
Okay. All right. Bolrin, where you're at, you're looking over and you can see specifically there's no movement at all on the other side of it. And you see as both Gendry and Timber are completely frozen in place. Elpros, you see this as your vision comes back into being. That Bolrin is looking off to the southeast, but you can't see what he's looking at just because of where you're positioned lower than everyone else. But something's wrong based on what he's looking at. He just seems to take this stark look off in that direction. Gendry, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw. Otherwise, you're also paralyzed here. Even if you succeed, it's still your full turn. That is a success. At the very end of your turn, you become unparalyzed. Okay. Elperos, what are you doing?
Elbarosa's headphones died, so she's trying to find the charger for them real quick.
Okay.
She's gonna go out to the car and see if she can find him.
This is the cliffhanger moment. I'm gonna put it that way.
They're attached to her keys, and I can't find her keys.
And I saw you get up to what here? Is this as far as you got?
What's up?
Bolrin had basically cleared this whole area right here. We've done this.
Up to here too,
You
right?
had, yeah.
Yeah.
You had run from here all the way around this loop. Gendry, Timber had gone over here, down here, so he had done that L down to where he's at currently. Elpros ran to the corner and back. Basically, you know, this chunk, pretty much.
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
I'm back, yeah.
Okay, so this is one of those clutch moments. Elperos, you've seen you and Bolrin effectively operate in this area where you're currently standing, but you know that Bolrin, as well as everyone else so far that you've seen just over the lip here, has not explored in this middle section at all. In addition to, you know, whatever else is going on the other side that you haven't seen from Gendry or Timber doing over there. The two of you are pretty much the deciding factor here. You see, as Gendry has just gotten his movement back, Bolrin, from whatever magics overtook him. Elperos, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna take my movement. 5, 10.
Yep. That's 15 because you had to climb up over the edge. That's fine though. Bolrin's already been over this way.
Sorry, I'm trying to go diagonal.
No, you're fine.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep. And as you do that, nothing happens. You actually don't activate anything in that roundabout way.
Okay, I'm gonna use my action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. You activate nothing.
Alright. That's my turn because I can't use it. I don't have a bonus action I can use.
Okay.
I got a lot of questions for these designs that Miles is pulling out of nowhere.
Bolrin, Elperos, is there anything you'd like to do here?
No.
Okay. Bolrin, you're up.
All right, so my concern is that if I go, because the llama's coming to get us, right?
Yep. And it's so this lower platform, especially the one that Timber's on right now, is about to be submerged. Well, it's about to have it.
I did say
at the
llama.
top of it. Yeah. But what you can see right now is that, you know, I'm gonna do a quick drawing here, really quick. Just take this at face value for what I'm sketching into place. You guys have cleared this. Elperos just tagged all of this. You guys have done all of this. You've done those. Yep. Coming back around. Gendry just did a loop over here. Timber was here to here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been trapped like a rat this whole time. But effectively, what you're looking at over here is this open area that nobody's touched right now.
All right. Trying to figure this out. 5, 10, 15, 20. I can't. I'm trying to think if there's any way I can do this. Percy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Percival. No. Alright, so I'm gonna try to do 5. Wait, hold on. 5, 10.
Yep.
15.
Yep.
20.
Okay.
Alright, now this is where I'm concerned because I'm trying to figure out if there's any way I can get to Timber. and get us both back up here?
I would say if you jump down, that only counts as 5 feet of movement. Your action would be, so the way we've done drag actions in the past is you have to use your full action, and you can only move a maximum of 15 feet with what's going on. So you would be able to drag him to you and up onto the ledge, but it would be your full action.
Fuck it, we're doing it.
Okay,
We're getting timber
you
up here.
get over, and being probably the only person physically capable of doing so, you jump down over the side in this mad sprint for him. And in doing so, you grab his rigid body and pull him up onto the ledge. And as you do so, you can see he's unable to even react to whatever you're doing. And you literally pick him up and physically throw him onto the ledge in order to get him up. There's no helping him. You have to carry him physically and throw him up onto the ledge. And as you do so, you see as the lava licks the edge of the stone there and begins to fully rise up onto it. Timber, go ahead and make another roll here.
Lucy, you're up on top. You're good.
Oh, okay.
What?
Oh my god, you poor bastard. This is fucking ridiculous.
There we
you,
go.
Timber.
You succeed. You succeed. Okay, you overcome this effect. And in doing so, that is unfortunately the end of your turn. As this happens, you see right at the last second as Boren throws you physically onto the ledge. The lava clears that bottom area.
Bolrin just looks at him. We have to stop meeting this way.
Okay. As this happens, Gendry, what are you doing?
Covering the rest.
Okay. Nothing?
20, 25, 30.
Okay. As soon as you reach this area, you see as another of these abjuration flares to life. And you hear another ka-chunk. Okay. I need you to make a...
I meant to step on this one too. So.
Gotcha. That is a dexterity saving throw. And if you fail, there's a 50% chance you go.
No.
Okay. Give me a roll. Oh, you literally fucking nailed it. Okay.
Nice.
Instead, you take half damage from this, and you don't get flung anywhere. So here we go.
I
Oh
get
my
flung this
god,
way.
you guys, the fucking clutch roll here.
But maybe it'll do enough damage that I get unconscious.
No, it only does 15 points of force damage, but as it blasts you up, you fly, you use your own magic against it, and you take 7 points of force damage instead. Oh yeah, you don't take 15. You gotta add another. Here we go. You're back to normal.
All right. And then these last two.
And as you hit this one, this magic flares to life, and you hear another jump as the fourth and last of these is touched. And you immediately hear as the ticking of this timer, tick, 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 stops. You hear a ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk that continues on over and over. And you can feel the heat rising in the room and the caustic fumes that were practically choking you as you reach almost the top of the room at this point. And you see as the lava begins to descend back down into the vent. After a drastic period of time and sweating and just hoping that you've overcome this, the lava finally exits the room. And you find yourself lowered back down to the ground. And with all of this happening, you see as the door to the side of you opens. As this opens, that's where we're going to leave off till next section.
Yep.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's a good stopping point.
Yep. As is
Holy
open,
shit.
you will find
Hey.
out next week.
Hey, Miles, have you had a chance to add that amulet and scroll back into my inventory?